Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Vineyard Spotlight. I'm your host, Miranda Post, and today I'm with Aubrey Sirois. She is the founder of Aubrey Maria Designs and Juniper. She's also the head event floral designer for Dawn Aromas. She also just was recently voted and awarded the Martha's Vineyard Chamber of Commerce's 40 Under 40. Wow, congratulations, Aubrey. We are so excited to have you here today. I'm very, very thrilled to learn how to build a wonderful floral arrangement. So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's do it.
So what's first?
So what we're gonna do is, this is like a new trend in the floral world, is going with chicken wire as our base.
Okay, nice.
So this kind of makes it so you can have a little bit more dimension and movement in your flower arrangement.
Okay,
so
great.
This is our chicken wire.
Okay.
And this is the vessel I've chosen. I love these kind of vessels because of the pedestal vase, so then you can really get the flowers to come out looking like they're kind of growing in a garden.
Awesome, okay.
So then we're gonna take it and we're gonna scrunch it in a ball.
Oh my, okay.
Really nice and tight.
You gotta be careful because it's a little pokey.
Yeah, it's a little pokey.
Is this an okay ball?
It's perfect.
Okay, great.
And then we're gonna shove it in.
Okay,
Awesome.
like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Now the next step is we're gonna be taking some tape
All right.
and we're going to do it just like this.
Okay.
And we're not gonna do it. A lot of times people, when they tape their vase, they'll go right through the center, but then you lose your center line.
Okay.
So you wanna do it kind of askew,
Okay.
like this.
All right. I think I got enough tape for that.
Yeah. We'll just do a little bit. And then at the end, you just tape it all the way around the base, which is why I picked a tape to match the container.
Oh, smart. Okay.
The next step to making it a little bit easier to work with is greening your base. So you can go into your yard and cut leaves from trees. So what we're gonna do is you're going to cut, yeah.
Okay, we'll take this one first.
Yeah.
And then cut them probably short like that. Okay.
Yeah, really nice and tight.
Okay.
And we'll just do a few pieces together.
And do you want the leaves toward
I
or
like
facing
to do,
out?
Good question.
Oh, thank you.
So what you want to do is you want to kind of do around your base first. This
Okay.
way you're hiding, I like to call it hiding your mechanics.
Okay.
So then this way, you're hiding your tape once your flowers get in. Once you have it like this one, it's kind of all the way around and full. And this is the line flower.
Mm-hmm.
Now
The line?
The line flower. So you want to create lines in your arrangement to help you with shape. So as you see in this is what's filling out the vase. And then we're going to nestle things into these areas to kind of create a nice base and shape.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite flowers. It's called stock.
So pretty. It's so pretty.
And it smells really good.
Oh, I love that.
Now, when designing, we always recommend odd numbers.
Oh,
so
interesting.
I find 3s, 5s, and 7s work best for stem count.
Okay, 3, 5, and 7.
There's some,
Where did that originate from? It was just as something that works?
I don't know. Someone
Okay.
told me that, and then I just.
You just go with it. Okay.
Now, we'll just cut a few of these
Okay.
in,
Try to get it.
and we'll just place them in. And you can feel how the chicken wire, it like kind of locks the stem in place.
Okay, perfect. And so the same kind of idea is like you want the flower facing out because that's what you're going to be seeing. Okay, perfect. Great. How?
So now that we have our
Cool.
line flowers in, we're gonna do a filler. So we're gonna just start, I'll give you some,
Okay.
kind of filling in the spaces where the stalk is.
So you'd say probably cut something like that a little bit more,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
usually, yeah, like right around there is where I would go with that one.
Okay. In this space.
And again, as you put in, and then if it breaks, which happens, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just tuck it in a little bit lower.
Okay. Great advice.
So, Miranda.
Yes. These are becoming my new favorites too. Look how pretty they are.
I know, and I just love
They're
the
so
smell.
delicate.
And as we're making their arrangement, you're always just twisting. You're
Okay. Just twisting around. I am having some difficulty. Like I'm.
No, yeah. So whenever, again, this is. It just takes a little bit. The tulip is a little bit of a trickier stem, but once you get it in, then see it just kind of locks in place.
Yeah. Do you feel like you need one right here, maybe? There we go. Then I put 2 yellows with yellow. But that's okay.
No, that's good. No, sometimes it's nice to layer flowers.
Yes.
Okay. And another thing too, when you're putting flowers in a vase, you want to think about the point of tension. So if you take a flower and you start up here, boing, boing. So the lower you go down your stem into it, the more control you have over the stem.
Okay, that makes
Which
sense.
is kind of how.
Now, can you tell me a little bit more, like some tips on how to keep fresh flowers alive for longer? I feel like that's a huge thing that everyone wants to know.
So something about flowers is they don't want to be in direct sun. So a lot of times people will put them like in their window right in direct sun. So that will kind of make a flower arrangement go a little bit faster than normal. Also, which is great, is you just have to keep changing the water and cutting the stems.
Okay.
I swear by this. It really, 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 really can help and just make such a difference.
Okay. Are there any household items that we could add to the water? I've heard a lot of different things from like sugar or putting even a penny in water for certain flowers. So.
Well, tulips grow after they're cut. They're one of the only flowers that do that, which is really fun. And like if you're designing, you know, it's kind of fun to watch them grow out of an arrangement. And anything with copper, like a penny that actually has copper, will make. That is true.
Wow,
that is
that's
true.
Amazing.
You know, so that's always kind of fun to watch, and that will help. And sugar can help too. And again, I think just changing water and sunlight, and obviously they like cool. So that's great.
That's awesome to know. Perfect. Thank you.
Now, a fun thing this time of year is that all the trees are flowering. So this is apple.
Oh, this is from an apple tree? Oh my goodness.
So we just cut it, we cut it outside of our store. And this is what's gonna kind of create the drama and the shape. Another thing too with cutting is you always wanna cut on an angle.
Okay.
And then you wanna slice it sometimes so that there's more water coming into the stem. So that also helps it last longer.
Out in wild.
And because this is a bigger stem, we wanna get it in soon.
Okay.
And then, Miranda.
Was that a good location? Okay.
I love it.
For this one, I feel like I can get 2
Exactly.
out of it. Okay.
Yes, that's what I was just going to tell you. Stop it. So that's good, yeah. So you can use the bottom of the branch, which is great.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. And then I'm just going to turn this towards me just to kind of see where how our shape is landing. So maybe we'll put this guy.
This one a little,
And then always strip off the leaves for the part that's going in the water.
Okay.
That'll also really help with longevity. And really, again, if you wanted to make an arrangement more tailored and tucked in, it would just be the same way to start it.
Okay.
You would just do it with like the stalk and the tulips, and then you would just keep everything really close as opposed to getting this linear and this wild. So these are some of my favorite colors right now. I just love the beiges, the neutrals, and the pinks. So I'm gonna give you a few.
That peachy pink is gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
Now, there's different things with roses right now. What a lot of people are doing in floral design is they are manipulating the flower stems out.
Okay.
So they look kind of like a big open rose. like a garden rose. And there's a few ways you can do that.
Okay, I'll try this one. This one needs a little...
Yes, this one is like, oh, I'm so tight. So what you're going to do, you're going to take off a few of the guard petals.
Okay. Okay.
And then into our compost bin. And then this is my favorite rose. This one is called Quicksand, and it opens out the best.
Okay.
And then you take it between your hands, and you're going to
oh my gosh!
Twirl it.
How fun!
And then it's going to open itself up naturally like that.
Wow!
And it gets easier as you do it.
Under this. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's
beautiful.
And then we're just gonna, that one's just so pretty and open, so we're just gonna give him a prime spot.
Oh, wow. And so if it needs a little help, can you?
Exactly, then you do the other way to manipulate out, which I'll show everybody.
Okay, perfect.
We'll
use this one as an example.
We'll use that as an example. So then you just take the petal and you put your fingers inside and you go right to the base.
Okay.
And again, all this stuff, as you do it, it gets easier and easier. And it's just kind of fun to play with.
Yes.
Grab like one bunch from the store and just kind of play with your roses. This rose is called Moab.
Moab?
Yeah.
Where did that come from, originate?
I think it's because the colors, obviously, are reminiscent of Moab in Utah. So it's one of my favorite flowers because it blends with a lot of colors.
And since we're talking about like where flowers originate, where they come from, can you share with us, can you share with us where we get a lot of our florals from? I know we do have some envy grown and local, right?
Yeah, so it's a mixture. We definitely fly in a bunch. From all over the world, really, depending on what people want. But what we're also starting to do now, and we buy from Morning Glory Farm, we buy dahlias from this amazing farm we'll just keep like rolling some petals back.
Okay.
Called Little State out of Rhode Island, and they're fantastic. And then recently, Don Aromas has actually planted for us so that we are going to be growing and cutting all of our own flowers.
That is awesome.
Which we're super excited about. This is our first year, so we're gonna, there's gonna be some trial and error, but we are gonna be doing dahlias, we're gonna be doing cosmos, poppies, 9-bark, mint, tons of
wonderful.
Mint. So I'm really excited, and we're gonna mix that in with everything that's flown in and from other farms on island.
That's great. That's so exciting.
So
to have locally sourced florals. That's great.
So yeah.
Okay,
and then we just kind of keep opening them out.
Okay.
And finding little homes for them.
Now, this is not a rose, is it?
It is.
This is a rose.
That's a garden style rose.
Oh, wow.
So you don't even really need to manipulate them if you don't want to, but I'm just
beautiful.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Is that a good spot?
That's a perfect spot.
Wow.
So look, it's really coming together.
It is.
We'll just add a few peach.
Okay. Awesome. So what made you want to get into floral design?
Oh, I mean, I was working in restaurants for a really long time, and I wanted to do something more artistic. And I just started working with Yumiko Fletcher. Her company's called Hana Floral, and that's out of Mystic, Connecticut.
Oh, yes.
And so I trained with her, and then once we put this one down a little bit, and then I moved back to the island, and I started working with Mariko and Sue at Don Aromas. And and I just kind of fell in love with it. So, and then I went out on my own, and then I came back because I just really loved working with them. And
full circle story. I love that.
So it's pretty cool. Now,
they do great work as well. They're wonderful floral designers.
And they've trained me well.
Good.
So,
that's
so that's great.
They'd be proud of you. with this beautiful arrangement.
I know. They'll be like, Aubrey, that's wild.
Beautiful.
We're getting there. Peonies are Mom's favorites.
Okay.
It's peony season, May and June, so we're going to add some of those in.
Okay.
So we'll just put a few in.
Okay. Can you manipulate these to open up a little bit as well? Is it the same concept?
Yeah, so when peonies come in, they come in little balls. And in nature, little ants are what open up peonies.
What?
Just pretend you're like a little ant.
Oh, interesting.
And then these will get a lot bigger, which is fun to watch peonies because they can really explode in your arrangement, which is awesome.
Oh, that's amazing. So the ants, is there like a nectar that they enjoy eating? What do they?
Oh my God, I should know.
Okay, that's a trick question.
I don't know.
I don't want to put you on the
Probably.
spot.
We'll say
But
yes.
that's so interesting.
We'll Google it. The next flower, which we are growing currently at our farm, and also these particular ones are from Morning Glory, which everyone loves,
Yeah.
is ranunculus.
Ranunculus.
So we're super excited. And then this,
Oh yeah, these are beautiful.
and this is just fun because it comes in so many types and colors, and yeah. So this is where we're going to really make this statement in our arrangement.
Wow, and I feel like you can keep the length on these so that they kind of pop out.
exactly. Look like they're growing out of it.
And again, I'm going to just keep asking, do you want to have these open or will these open kind of on their own?
Those will open on their own.
Okay.
And like ranunculus actually can open just like a peony,
Okay.
where it just really furls out and it's like this big, beautiful thing. And then eventually the outer petals will start kind of falling off. But it's something that's just like so beautiful, just even like in a bedside bottle. And you can just kind of watch it like, you know, as the day goes.
Wow, I feel like you cannot be mad working with flowers. They just bring such joy. They're just so happy.
I know, we're really lucky, and it's fun too because usually when we're doing flowers, we're doing it for something that people are celebrating or it's something special that someone's doing for someone else, and
Absolutely.
so that's kind of one of the best parts of our job.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go right into my frog in the center.
Okay.
So we're just gonna get that so we just have a really fun top. I like to put in a lot of flowers. So my arrangements tend to be a little crazy, but you can do the same thing at home and keep it really simple and clean and with less flowers and less varieties and less colors. So that's the fun thing, is that you get to design it based on your kind of your personality
Your
type.
personality, yes, exactly. And that's kind of what I was going to ask next with, you know, if you get brides or you're designing florals for a special event, you really have to be able to go off of what that bride or what that person is going for, what their personality is. So
yeah, it's interesting. So a lot of times people associate like a florist with a certain type or a flower or like a style, but really at the end of the day, our job is to just do what the client really wants, and that's what's really fun. It's fun that we have, like, a lot of our brides love blue hydrangea. It's like their favorite flower.
So Martha's Vineyard.
So Martha's Vineyard. And so we do a lot of events with blue hydrangea. My favorite flower is lilac, you know? But it's fun because you do things that maybe aren't necessarily your favorite flower, and then as you get to work with it, you maybe that you just kind of, I don't know, there's just a lot of variety in the styles and selections, and that's kind of the best part of doing event work.
yeah, oh, awesome.
So, and this is called pennycrust.
Okay.
It's a weed.
Okay. Is it pretty?
And it grows.
weed?
It grows on Martha's Vineyard.
Okay.
And so this is fun to cut out of your yard. And what we do with it is we just kind of are going to use it just to add a little bit of like a little bit more wildness and whimsy to our arrangement.
Yes. I feel like I need to go a little. You don't want it to hang out too.
Not too much.
Too far. Okay.
And we're just going to cut it, and we're going to use it kind of to collar it down.
Okay. People can see what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just cut that one.
And then, yeah, just kind of moving it around. And then we'll put a few pieces in the top. Just to add.
So there's really no wrong way
No.
to do a floral arrangement. There's
No.
no like specific science to it, right? It's just
Just
colors,
have fun.
have fun. The colors
Yeah.
go with one another. Like, I'm sure that there are certain things you can do, like certain flower palettes and color palettes go with one another. But I don't know. For me, this is this is beautiful.
Yeah, and it's really, there is really no wrong way, because if you like it, that's all that really matters, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put one more of these roses. I see a little, if you look in here, there's a little spot that we really need something, so we're just gonna, that's
okay.
kind of what I do at the end when I'm getting close to the bottom. I'll look around
Yep.
and I'll just see if there's one spot that really just needs a little something.
A little bit more. Yes, that's what it needed.
And then we
That's
go.
why you're the professional.
And there we go.
Beautiful, Aubrey. Wow.
So I think
what
we
a
did
treat.
it.
I think we definitely did it. Perfect. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add? And I think we've covered a lot and how to build a beautiful floral arrangement. And where can people find you, Aubrey?
Well, they can find me at Dawn Aromas. They can find me at Juniper. We bounce back and forth. And then, of course, online, our website is www.junipermb.com. And Aubrey Maria Designs, too. So lots of ways to find us.
Yep.
And
Well, we hope that you enjoyed this week's edition of Vineyard
Da-da-da.
Spotlight. We had so much fun building this glorious flower arrangement, and we look forward to seeing you next time.